What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we are joined by Clone Force 99. I wish you guys could have seen them dancing in the background with the music. Um, but we've got Mike and Deo here. How are you guys
We had,
doing?
we had Max very briefly, and he just had a little tantrum, so he's on the way out.
Well, that's quite all right.
We are good. We are good. Dale, are you good?
Perfect!
You're perfect? That sounds
Sweet.
good.
Professional!
Professional? Perfect and professional.
Last night I went to Lucas's house to have a pool party, just like
You had a pool, pizza.
Oh, we got the whole family.
a water place.
It was good.
It was fun, and well, the next place we went is to this is my friend.
But wait a minute. Let's talk about all the things we've done over the last week. We went to Ferrari, we went to Lamborghini, we went to Porsche, and we went to the Corvette Museum.
Which they did have.
Wow.
So it's been the week of cars.
And if you wear the hat from the previous place, you get more stuff from the next place.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so smart.
The hat that Ferrari gave him, they told him he could sit in a Lamborghini if he took the hat off.
Oh, that hat came off really quick, huh?
Really quick. Yeah. Daddy, hold it.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a great week.
How was yours?
I'm a little jealous of yours. Mine's just been about work, just work, and I picked up a few comics, so that's always nice.
What are comics?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure it out as the show goes on. But before we get started, of course, we need to give a shout out to our sponsors. So, if you want to get unlimited cover price for only 99 cents for 30 days, you can go to go and put in the code Nerdvana14. And then, of course, if you want to go get some Bird City Comics store exclusives, or they have comic books and other stuff available for purchase. So, if you want 10% off, you can use the code TNH10. And then, of course, we give a shout out to our TNH Horseman, Uncle Rudy, and you can follow him on IG at AnsantiRudy1. And
Am I the only one that wants that to be TNA10?
What's that?
Am I the only one who wants that code to be TNA10? I mean, all their books are lately, so I mean, it would be appropriate.
I just take the TNA and we're good.
I forget the code. Just give me the TNA.
Yeah, just give me the TNA. And then, of course, you can follow our resident DJ, Eddie, at Beats by Monster on IG as well. And then, of course, we got to give a shout out to our chat. And look, of course, GTK Comics is here first. Thank you so much. And then, oh, wow, there's GTK Comic all up and down this chat. And then we've got BBB Haunted Comics. Go ahead and give him a follow on IG as well. He does a show. He talks about covers. He talks about comic books, so go give him a follow. And then Iger's here as well. He shows us plenty of books to last us a lifetime.
That's for sure.
And you know what? I'm a little jealous of his enthusiasm. I used to be that guy.
Me too.
And I think
I love it. I love it.
I love it too.
It sparks it in me every once in a while. I know I get a little bit cranky old man in that chat every once in a while, and I'm really sorry. Igor, I love you. I really do, and I want you to keep it coming, because you show me things from like the stuff that's coming that it's just off my radar. I don't even know it's on the way. So I have gotten a few really good exclusives because you've told me about them. I haven't known they were on the way. We didn't do them on the show. All of a sudden you'll throw them in the chat. And I'm like, oh shit, I need that. So please don't stop. We're not,
Ditto here. I don't. This is an overall thing, so there's nothing against you, Igor. I don't like chatting a lot in chats.
Yeah.
But I do read them. I do see all the comics, and he has gotten me to buy a couple of comic books that I would normally not have.
Agreed.
So thank you so much.
I haven't said a single word in the CBSI chat in, I think, maybe 2 years. There's just nothing for me to say. I don't know. What am I going to say?
My time is so limited, and my bandwidth is limited as well, because I have so much to do. in a week, a day, and so that I do apologize for not saying a lot in the chat. I'll try to keep up with it a little bit more, but
I do too, especially when you call me out specifically in there, like Mike, this one's for you. Like
I
definitely
do
feel-
answer when he does ask me a question. So at least I try to.
It's almost
And
always a Red Sonja cover, but fair because I do miss them from time to time. So
and then we've got They Call Me Bruce 3. Dale, nice job knowing how to snap your fingers. Yes. I had a hard time snapping my fingers and whistling as a kid. I didn't learn that stuff until a lot later in life, which is I think there was something wrong with me. Of course, everyone's saying hi to each other. Yes, thank you.
Oh shucks! Look at this! Look at this! Everybody's making friends here.
We really appreciate all of you
Oh,
guys.
people lovers here.
Yes.
Except for shitty artists. But we love them too. We just don't love their art.
Yes, Igor, you are an influencer to us. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Oh man. And then let's see.
I've got smushed.
He or RC? Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to me, Igor.
Oh, he's saying Red Sonja or RC.
Oh, got you. Okay. And then where can we find you? Okay, so Igor, put in your IG so everyone can follow you as well.
Yes,
All right. Well, I have not taken a look at the deck. I should have.
Nope.
But I kind of like a good surprise anyway. So we're gonna learn it together. We're all gonna see it at the same time. We'll see what Alonso's put in the deck for us. And thank you, Alonso, for creating the deck. We really appreciate it. Even though you can't be here with us, we know that you are busy and you got family and you got to work out.
It's really hard to order all those ass covers. It's really hard to do that. And so it takes
him picking and choosing. I'm sure he's got to flip a coin every once in a while because he's like,
no,
I can't put them all on there.
It's not whether he's going to order them; it's how many he's going to order.
That's always the question. Actually, that's the only question I ask him. It's like, how many did you order of that one? So let's find out what's going on in this week, and then let's see. Where is it? Okay. Can you guys see it?
Yeah,
okay.
I can see that. I can see. Yeah, I can see the title slide.
Perfect. All right. Well, here we go. We're going to get to the first cover of the night. And it's, of course, incentive. So our first one is... Oh, gosh. I can't read the number. What number are we on? 12?
21.
21. Oh, God. I'm dyslexic. So we got Transformers 21. We got a 1 in 10 by David Nakayama of oh my God, Devastator.
Yeah.
We got a 1 in 25 by Derek Chu. I believe it's got Soundwave, Megatron, and is that
Laserbeak?
Oh well, with Laserbeak.
Oh no, it's
Ravager, and I can't remember who the plane is. Is it?
Oh my god!
Not Thundercracker. It's
no.
I have
Dirge? No, Dirge is the no. Oh my god!
I can't remember.
Go get the blue one, Dale. Yeah. Go find the blue one.
I guess we're gonna find out in a second.
The blue jet plane.
And then we got a 1 in 50 by Simon Parr, and that's of course Starscream at the top. I don't know who's at the bottom.
Do I have the blue one?
But anyways, we'll find out who the blue one is soon enough.
That's driving me nuts. No, that's Starscream. Yeah,
Starscream is on the right.
Yeah.
Right. Boobs covers. Yes. Sorry, there's no boobs on this one.
I don't have the blue one? Are you sure? Skywarp?
That actually might be Skywarp. That sounds right.
Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. It's killing me.
Damn, Mike working up his
No, that's
Rain
no,
on
that,
Alonzo
no.
before the start of the artist. Okay.
Yeah, that's no. Skywarp's the purple one,
Oh, is he?
the black and purple one. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, is it
Well,
Thundercracker?
if anybody can remember, please put it in the chat. But anyways, Mike, which one?
Yeah, it's Thundercracker. Well, you were right the first
I
time.
was right. Okay, okay.
Damn it.
So what do you think? Which one would you pick?
Oh, I'm absolutely with the Nakayama. First of all, love a good Devastator cover. I also think it's by far the best of the three pieces of art. I don't mind the concept of the Simon Parr, but it's not on par with the others artistically. The Derek Chew is too busy. There's too much like robot part going on in there. I don't know who's who in which spots. Not sure all the sizes are right either. Is Soundwave really that much smaller than Megatron?
I don't think so it feels like it's one of those things where it's just a the cover where they put multiple characters on it and they're not necessarily within the same frame or within the same perspective. It's just Megatron's the main villain and they put all the little side characters next to him.
The details in the Devastator are awesome. I think you got all the foreshortening right on the hand being up there, up and nice and close. I like that it's the G1 version of him too. So like with the big chunky purple piece of plastic on the chest and just like the whole look of it. It's really, really well done. I also do like the fact that it's got the old school box art mesh grid thing going on in the background, just ever so subtle. I just think it's great. The coloring's perfect. I think you did a great job. It's perfect as a 1 in 10. I'm not sure I even think the other two are worthy of incentives, to be honest, especially not the Simon Parr. But I think I could see people liking the Chew, but I think all the proportions are wrong enough that they bother me. So it's the Nakayama all day.
All right. Well, we got one for Nakayama. And then Omar, thank you for joining us. Looks like old movie posters. I got it. Isn't that Nakayama connecting cover for the previous two issues? I'm actually not sure if it is.
Oh, yeah, I think there are connecting. That's right. I think we talked about that last week or 2 weeks
ago.
ago.
Yeah, that's right. Right. And then Omar's picks the Chew. Okay. And then Kenneth Bird, what's going on? All the way from Virginia. Oh, and if I had to pick for me for free because Transformers is not my jam, I would take the Parr. Okay.
Really? Okay. Hey, tell us why. Why is that better? Do you just like the concept, BBB?
Yeah, I mean, I get simplicity. I get the artistic choice of putting a character within the flame or the afterburn of Starscream. I can get that.
Ooh, look at you pulling out the vocab.
I'm not as tired as I was last time.
Okay.
The Igor picks the 1 in 10 as well. And then calling Bruce for a 1 in 10 and DNA is nice. I agree.
Yeah.
Simple and like the flame. Okay. Perfect.
Cool. Not wrong with it.
So my choice is also the Nakayama. All the same reason. I love a Devastator. I love a Devastator cover. I like that this is like for this part. I understand sure, I like to see the whole robot, but I kind of like the fact that like not everybody does a real close-up of Devastator, and so he had to put in details. If you're gonna do a close-up of him like this, he's gonna take up the whole cover. You gotta throw in all the details, and I like that he put in all the details. It looks great. I don't think I can complain about his pencil work. Everything here is perfectly fine with me. Again, I agree with Mike. I like the background. I was going to say the same thing about Derek Chew. It also has the background of the box art.
Yep.
But I agree as well that he kind of just threw characters in there because I don't perspective wise there's no way that they're that small compared to Megatron.
No.
I even think Soundwave's either the same size or bigger than Megatron.
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
So, and then we've got the Starscream cover. I'm okay with it, but at best, it's either a cover A or a 1 in 10. At best, and for a 1 in 10 and a Nakayama and that much detail on Devastator, I think that's the most bang for your buck.
Agreed.
So I also picked the Nakayama, and hopefully, you guys, pick up whatever you like.
Love what
and,
you love.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, Igor's picking the 1 in 10 because he wants the whole set. He wants all the connecting covers.
And I wonder if we get all of Devastator if we have all the covers. I wonder how many it's going to be. 6, 9.
Right. Yeah, I forgot what the other covers were. I think one of them had RC on it and another Autobot.
That sounds right.
So yeah.
I want to look them up now.
All right. Well, 2 for Nakayama from us, and then on to the next one. We've got the Death of the Silver Surfer. I'm assuming this is number 1, but I could be wrong because there's no number even on the cover itself, or it might be just a one shot. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to let me know. But anyway, we got a 1 in 25 by Nick Bradshaw. We got a 1 in 50 by John Romita Sr. I mean Junior. Oh God, I wish it was Senior.
That would actually be good.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. Joe Quesada has a 1 in 100. So I'll go first this time. Oh boy, I wish I liked the Joe Quesada as well. Yeah, I don't know if I like the Joe Quesada as much. I feel like the Galactus. It's okay. The Galactus is okay now. I see it because I'm kind of just seeing it for the first time. But I have the problem of it is a 1 in 100 version of a trade dress that they already have. So I don't like that money wise, purchasing wise. If anything, I just get the trade dress. And like I said, his art is just fine. I just, Galactus's face is meh. I do like the fact that there's purple electricity coming from his eyes, and so I also the John Romita Jr.'s is meh. I don't like that it's sideways.
I hate sideways covers.
There's
one good Deadpool sideways cover that I still own, which is a Delato, which is so beautiful. I don't give a shit that it's sideways, but otherwise I really can't stand sideways covers.
Yeah, it kind of irks me because I can't display it normally. It kind of gets on my nerves a little, but that's just a personal preference. And perspective wise, I mean, it's fine, but it looks like it's within like one of those curved lens, so everything gets kind of squished and then elongated elsewhere.
Yep.
The Bradshaw is at least I like it. But between the Quesada and the Bradshaw, I actually think the Quesada art is slightly more preferential for me. But again, I don't want to pick the version of a trade dress unless it's wildly like great. So I guess I'm gonna take the Bradshaw. I like the fact that it's Mephisto, it's him fighting. I have no idea what Mephisto's sitting on though. Is that a throne? Because that's a weird throne.
I don't know. Looks like maybe it's I don't know what that is. Like a bridge or something? I don't know what it is.
I'm actually going to hate myself for this, but I actually do want to go with the Quesada just because I like the art better. The Bradshaw is kind of whatever's. I would just say it's an A cover. But
I think they're all A covers. Honestly, I think they're all kind of trash, to be honest with you.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I guess it's kind of hard picking through these.
Yeah, this is not a pickable thing.
Sophie's choice here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think the Quesada is probably the best piece of art, but it's perfectly fine as a regular $4 cover or $5 cover. I don't think 1 in 100 is crazy town for that. I mean, it better knock me off the planet for mean, shit. I don't know. A Quesada
Yeah.
1 in 100. There's going to be people that are going to go for it. The Ramita Jr. is fucking terrible, to be honest with you. It's really bad. And the Bradshaw is just okay. It's like A cover level. So I would begrudgingly pick the Quesada, but certainly not at a ratio. Just the $5 versions, just fine with me.
Yeah, I mean we're in agreement here as well. It looks like Igor's taking the Casada. Look, I think we all agree the Casada art is probably is better than the rest of them, but
Yep.
I have a hard time picking the 1 in 100. Yeah, the one Apollo picks the 1 in 100. What's going on, Apollo? Thank you.
Why didn't you think I would take the Quesada? What do you think? This is like a Walt Simonson thing again? What the fuck, man? Quesada's great.
Derek, what's up? What's going on? Thank you for dropping in. That Delato is fire, is what Igor says. Is that Mephisto? Yes, cool. It is. Maybe, dude. Elongated Elsewhere is my my band name.
So those other 1 in 10s, by the way, it's RC and Jazz, which will be on Devastator's right, our left side connecting, and then the one that's the next issue is Optimus on Devastator's left, our right.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's stuff along the bottom too, if he's going to keep going and do issues 23, 4, and 5. I'm not sure, but
you know what? I would love. I haven't seen it in a while. I don't know if I can remember any books that were connecting that made like a 9 connecting where it was like 3x3. Okay,
who remembers Rune?
Oh, is that it?
No, I don't know, but that was a 9. That was a 9 book connecting thing. It was all the the Ultraverse or whatever that was called.
Yes, that's right. You're right. It was different for each one, right? Each book
the back cover was a piece of the 9-piece Rune connecting back covers.
I kind of wish they would do that because you can make a poster out of that.
It was definitely poster size. It was, I mean, 9 covers. It's got to be like that. It was.
Yeah,
big.
I don't want to put 6 covers together going this way. I would like it to I could actually put it in a frame. The 9 comic books, right?
Yeah.
So that would be cool. And then BBB picks the Bradshaw, and Igor, John, me, Jeff. Okay.
9 times. 9 times. Is that where you headed for, BBB? A little Ferris Bueller? 9 times.
Bueller. All investments should be unique art. Right. I get it. I'm exactly the same. I'm not buying it, but just like the art, baby. Yes. Apollo agreed.
Okay. All right. Yes, I got the reference right.
All right. We've got our next one is World Tree number 15. We got a 1 in 15 by Jenna Cha, and we got a 1 in 25 by Adam Gorham. Mike, what do you think?
Okay, so the Jenna Cha, while I hate the overall product, the work that went into this and the conceptualization of this is awesome. So I can see people liking this. Has almost like an MC Escher meets H.R. Giger kind of a thing going on. It's crazy. So it's unique. There's no doubt about that. So in that way, that cover is super cool, but it doesn't really, I don't know, something about the overall style is everything's too static for me. From far away, the Gorham looked cool. And then when I blew it up, it sort of didn't really do anything for me either. I kind of don't like either one of these covers. So I guess I'm going to go with the Jenna Cha just because I love the unique nature of it and just how much work went into actually realizing this idea. So
it's giving me
cool enough. $10 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. It's giving me and I know it's not. It's giving me the vibes of the God. What's that one artist with the melting clock?
Oh, Escher. No, Dali.
Yes, a Dali. it's giving me that vibe because it's got like it's so abstract. There's
Yep.
so many different things going on. It's so which is a lot going on actually on this cover.
It is.
I do like the main focus of the cover. I do really like. I like that concept where like the face is being separated, part of the face being separated. You're seeing the inside workings.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that. I also enjoy the Gorham though. Look, it's you can kind of get away nowadays with like because art is drawn onto the computer basically with a pad. You can kind of just draw one face and then make it multiply it and make it very blurred, and so you don't have to see that it's the exact same. I feel like that's kind of what we got going on here. They not necessarily look the same, but you can just distort it from the original, and I wouldn't know.
I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, as I think about it, you think about over time, right? The tools have always changed for art, and a good artist is just someone who knows how to use the tools well. And so that when I say things look too digital, it's because I feel like the artist let the computer do too much of the art and didn't do enough of the art themselves. But if an artist like this is familiar enough with the tools in order to make this proof of concept happen on the page, then I'm okay with that. So in this case, I don't have a problem with his use of whatever digital tool he used to do this, because he still had to conceptualize it and get it to work on the page. And so I'm okay.
I'm sure it took time.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that, because it doesn't at the end of the day necessarily look digital. He clearly drew that metal or that middle part, that middle face and the gun and all that kind of stuff. And he may have enhanced it with some other stuff, but I'm okay with that. I don't really love either one of these covers, so I went with the one that was more intricate and seemed to have just take more time and be a little cooler. But
I think cool. Also the I think who's the guy who does has the same faces, store exclusives that we talked about last week?
Fuck.
One is in like Power Girl, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn.
Oh my God,
I can't remember his name.
Me either.
But in his case, like the reason why I don't like when we say it's over, it's just too digital. He has great art, but he lets the
Will Jack. That's it.
Yeah, Will Jack. There you go. The digitization of like the coloring and how shiny it is. It's over the top, and it overpowers his art, his own pencils and stuff like that, like the lines and stuff like that. Like it just gets wiped out because I'm not paying attention to it anymore. So in this case, I'm actually I like both pretty equally, but I kind of dig the whole like I've got like different. It's kind of almost saying like I'm crazy, different personalities on the 1 in 25, kind of just like shaking out of control. So like you see, I kind of dig that concept a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna go with the 1 in 25, but I do like the Cha. Like I said, it's really busy for me, so I'm losing focus, and so I'll go with the 1 in 25. So, and let's see what does everybody else think? Both are good. Terry, what's going on? That Genital is intense. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Big Rob went to the Dodgers versus Padres game, baby. You know what? I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I know he said he couldn't make the show. Yes, Will Jack, thank you, BBB. And then BBB also takes the 1 in 25. So I am not alone. All right. Next one is Giant Size Dark Phoenix Saga #1. We got a 1 in 25 by Rod Reese. Obviously, that is an homage. Ivan Talavera for the 1 in 50. It's a version of a trade dress. Oh gosh. I don't know if I like the homage. It's okay. I don't know if I like the face. That looks like a Jokerish kind of face.
Well, so does the face on the original one, though.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, because she's supposed to be mad, right? Mad with power. Um, I like the fact that there's Miss Marvel. I feel like they're doing this on purpose a lot. Miss Marvel is in a lot of more mutant books, and I think they're really forcing it because of the MCU. Like she's technically the first mutant on the MCU, right? So I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. Yeah, Jenna would be my choice. Cha, yes, it's definitely got Picasso kind of vibes. That's probably more correct than Dolly. And then we got Jonathan. What's up, JD? Thank you for joining. Oh my. All right, and then so I will. We have this issue with the Virgin. I actually do like his take on Madeline Pryor here. It's in a little different sense, but she looks kind of young. If I'm not correct, that's a really young Madeline Pryor. Almost feels like cosplay ish. You were gonna say the same thing.
Hey, that exactly. Scope covers
Yeah.
those cosplays on the scope cover.
What would I do like the way she's drawn though. That says a lot. And I don't mind the background, but again, the background can easily just been placed in there and not actually drawn by him. But I think what really kills me is the trade dress on the homage.
Yeah, me too.
It's in the way. Why is it right there?
Well, because again, on the original, she's crushing the X-Men. It's X-Men 135, if you want to take a look at it.
Right.
She's crushing the X-Men symbol. She's actually like got both hands around the X-Men trade dress on the original. So I think they tried to mimic that here, but
that's too many letters.
It just doesn't work. Yeah, it's just not.
It's like I'm gonna write a sentence for the trade dress, and instead of like the 4 letters. So it's a bit much. Damn it, I have to go with the Ivan. See, I'm breaking my own rules. I don't like the Virgin variants of trade dresses, but unless it's great art. I mean, it's pretty good art, but there's a lot of digital coloring here.
Yep.
So it kind of reminds me of a store exclusive as well.
Yep.
But I do like how he drew her, so I'm okay with that. Like the dimple in her hip, or the shadowing. Like there's a couple of things that I really like. The rose is fine. The collar's perfectly fine. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna pick Ivan. How about you, Mike?
I'm really on the fence on this. There's things I dislike about both of them and things that I like about both of them. I think the Ivan is the slightly better cover only because it's clearly drawn better and it's sexy and all that kind of thing. And I think that the overall aesthetic of it's nicer, but it does have all the things that we knocked it for, which is it has that store exclusive cosplay Zenoscope kind of a look to it. It doesn't necessarily read as Madeline Pryor. It's a tough one. I think just as a cover on its own, it's a better cover. But I do appreciate what Rod read for the homage, and that he basically fully painted something that was just an early line work. I'm assuming it was a Cockrum cover. Maybe it was a Byrne. I don't remember who did which ones. But I think he did a good job homaging it. I think he was given an impossible task though with trying to jam that trade dress in between her hands and stuff. So it's not terrible, but I don't really love the original cover all that much. It's actually, I think, even though it's a striking cover, I think it's one of the worst covers in the run. And obviously famous. They've used it for the cover of trades, and they've ramped up the art and recolored it a bunch. So I've seen different versions of it. So this kind of is in line with that, but I still don't love it. So I guess the Ivan Talavera just barely, but I don't love either of these covers.
Yeah. I always feel that X-Men was at 135.
Yeah.
I always thought it was one of those covers, like it sticks out, but I don't like it. It's also kind of iconic in a way.
Yeah.
But again, it's not one of my favorite iconic covers either. I actually like the Infinite Crisis homage that they did within that run. The one where Cyclops is holding the Phoenix. So like I actually like that a little bit more than this one. And that's just, that cover's basically been done before. So this one, that's why I didn't really like this homage, but
Igor, go back through that run, but look through those covers. There's some unfucking believable covers by the same artist. There's all Byrne and Cockrum covers all the way through there that blow this one away. This one's a striking cover, and it's iconic for the reason Jeff just said, because it pops. But that doesn't mean it's good.
Right. There's a lot of iconic covers that really aren't that great.
I've got Cockrum art in my OA book that's better than this.
I mean, didn't we say, look, I know it's controversial, but I mean, that's what our show is about. It's just our choices, our own picks, our own personal preference. But I'm pretty sure we said Hulk 181 isn't that great of a cover.
Not a very good cover. It really
it's just iconic because of what the book is.
Trimpe was not a great artist, folks.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it could have been done so much better.
I get that the book is important and all those things. I understand all of that, and I have a beautiful copy of it, and I paid through the nose for it. But at the end of the day, it's really not great. No, it's really not. There's a lot better covers through that Hulk run too. I mean, they're just are. So I don't know. It's fine. Look, I get that some of these iconic covers are iconic because of their what's important on the cover, and they've become so iconicized as a result of everyone wanting them. Right. That it's almost like this weird self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you think you're tricked in your brain into thinking that it's also a good cover. I do it all the time. Yeah. I go back and I look at some of these covers of these books that I wanted. And I look back at those covers and I'm like, you know what? They really aren't that great. They're really not. And then some of the covers that are like worthless are way better, right? Like right in and around the same number by the same artist with the same characters on them. And there's way better covers in there. I'm thinking about like some of those Fantastic Four covers that have like Scarlet Witch on them and stuff. There's that one that is really famous, and it's the one everyone wants because it's a key. I can't remember which numbers are which, but like all of the covers around that one are better than that one. This is the first one that comes to mind off the top of my head. So.
Yeah, and I notice it even more as I'm trying to collect old back issues, and I go, oh yeah, I need this one as a key issue, and I remember I was like, oh, I love this cover, and then when I go, wait, why did I like this cover?
Now, there are some that are keys because they're classic covers, and that's a different story. Right. I'm thinking about, like, what's the Silver Surfer one with Thor on it that everyone loves?
I think it's 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fucking unbelievable cover. I mean, it's one of...
That's a great cover, great art, great concept. One of the best
covers from the entire Silver Age. I mean, it's fucking amazing.
That's been put on shirts. It's been put on mugs. It's been put on posters.
Yeah.
So many times. So or even just art. It's like it's been framed art and everything. So,
and that one's it's valuable because the cover's so good, and it deserves it because the art is so.
I mean, yeah, it's a key issue because it's the first time they battle each other, or I even think it's the first time they meet.
No,
but it's not when you think about key issues, first meetings are not that key. It's usually the first appearance is the key.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and then you got the Virgin cover can be controversial on my wall. I agree. It's not necessarily bad art, and it's just like I said, looks like a cosplayer, pretty cosplayer.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got Supergirl number 2. We got a 1 in 15 by wait, there's a 1 in 15 for DC. That's weird.
You sure we got that right?
I don't know. It's by David Talaski. And then we got a Merca and Dolfo. Oh wow, I didn't know she did DC. 1 in 50. Actually, Mike, what do you think here?
Okay, so I don't dislike the Merca Andolfo in that her style actually fits this character just fine. This is the sort of right kind of book for that to be on. But the Norman Rockwell-ness of the David Talaski is so fucking awesome that there's no contest here. It's that if it's really a 1 in 15, I wonder if that's just an Alonzo typo and he meant to put a 2.5 instead of a 1.5.
Anybody can check for us, please.
But I love it. I mean, I think it's really, really cool. I mean, there's some problems with it, like that back leg that's kicking out doesn't look like it's like far back enough, or is that? I mean, it doesn't look like it's pushed back far enough. It almost looks like she's like a pair of scissors. It's very strange. But otherwise, I mean, honestly, that might be my only real nitpick. I think it's gorgeous. The face is amazing. It's got this sort of classic, almost like golden age. No, not even golden age. It's got like this magazine advertisement kind of a look to it from the 50s. So good. I think that the understated background is really cool. Got the phone booth pretty much right or pretty close to right prospectively, the flying newspapers, and it's just a cool classic looking cover. I really, really like it a lot. And not because I don't like the Andolfo. I think it works for Supergirl. It's not my style generally. I wouldn't probably pick it up no matter what anyway. But I don't hate it. I could see people liking it, but I can't see picking it over the Talaski. I think the Talaski is a really good piece of art.
Yeah, Jonathan is saying it's a 1 in 25. Big Russ is also saying it's a 1 in 25. So yeah, that makes more sense to me. I don't remember seeing a 1 in 15 DC incentive in my life.
1 in 25.
We're
gonna dock Alonzo's pay over here. Team Nerd Herd.
BBB loves the Andolfo. Yeah, that's a typo for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And then Bruce, odd. There's kids with Mickey ears on. No, that's
not Mickey ears. That's oh no. Oh no.
That's not.
That's her hair. Those are her puffs.
I'm pretty sure those are her Afro puffs.
Those are her Afro puffs, man.
And then farting out butterflies. kind of get that feel a little too. The figure is just a bit too long for the Merca. I like it though. Yeah, I mean, everybody loves different things. Oh man, Mike and Jeff. Hey Trish, how's it going?
Trish, good to see you.
Yay! Yay! Everybody's saying hi to Trish. Yay! And Supergirl is a bit too large in the Teleski. I get it. Cover B with the issue wins that issue. Okay.
Phone booth. She would never fill a phone booth. That's true.
You're not wrong. I think it's like a comparison to Superman. And they just made her a little too large in that sense. Talaski with the Rockwell vibes. Yes, absolutely, Omar.
That was my first thing.
Shading on the Merca cover looks a little muddy. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Cover B by Artgerm wins this issue, is what Igor's saying. I didn't even know Artgerm did a cover for this one. Oh, my bad. I couldn't tell on screen. Okay, yeah. And I think for Mike, he would pick cover D. Is that cover Dover? All of I don't know what that's saying, Igor.
Pick cover Dover. pick cover D over all of the incentives.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Igor, I always choose the D whenever I get the chance. You know me.
Yeah, he picks the D over the scissor. It's probably good that they have two girls watching her. Two boys watching her change. Well, you know.
I'm not afraid to choose the D, man. If the D's better than the P.
Hey, Jonathan, honestly, I wouldn't have mind if it was two little boys and one of them had like an ice cream cone and like the ice cream kind of fell off and he was like, his mouth is dropped. That would have been funny. Shading red is tough though, yeah. Cover D, blah blah blah. Yes. Sorry, yeah, cover B. Okay. It's by one of my favorite artists. Yes, we all love Art Germ. Double D's, baby.
Double D's. There we go. I'll pick double D over D every day.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. And then everyone's laughing. Yeah. Okay. And then we sing hi. Okay, caught up. My pick is also the Tulaski. I'm a huge fan of that Norman Rockwell. Did I say that right?
Norman Rockwell, yeah.
Yeah. Type of art. I love the old posters. I love the old the magazines and stuff like that with the Rockwellian art and style. And I her pose is a little off-putting though. It just seems very stiff. If God, I'm trying to stay away from those wordings. But it does, right? Like her arm that's waving, her arm that's flying back, her legs. It does feel very like she kind of got stuck in that motion. It's just very weird. Yeah. And then shadowing is kind of throwing me off. It looks like Shiva on the bottom. Like that looks like a lot of appendages there.
Oh, that's yeah.
But I'm nitpicking because I like the art itself and the style. And I dig the fact that these kids have their backpacks. One's got the Superman, I think the other one's got Wonder Woman symbol. Or maybe it's a heart. I think it's a Wonder Woman symbol.
Oh man, they second printed the fucking Superman Summer of Superman special that we all love. Sorry. That Lozano that we all love. Man, why do they gotta do shit like that?
Why?
Sorry, I'm down the rabbit hole over here on Midtown and I
Substitute teacher mode. Yeah. So I mean, but I'm picking Tulaski. It's just my kind of art, it's my kind of style. And did it pretty well. I mean, look, besides the things I pointed out, again, I was being nitpicky. I still like it as it is. So that's my pick as well. And it'll be cheaper than the 1 in 50. Actually, They might be about the same price in the end.
The 1 in 25 is selling on Midtown for $13.50.
Oh my God.
And the Merca is $27.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna pick up that for $13.50. I'm pretty good on that price.
Me too. They're available. I'm looking at it right now.
Nice. That means it'll be available at my store, at my LCS, and that's where I'm going to get it. So I can pick through and choose the one I want.
He'll have that many?
And probably not, but at least there'll probably be like 3 to 5 of them, maybe.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so that should give me at least a choice, or 2 to 4, whatever.
So I'm looking at the art germ right now. I gotta say, it's pretty generic art germ. I don't really see anything that really blows me away about it. It won't make my top 3 on cover fire this week. That's for sure. It's a good cover, but I actually like the Tulaski better.
All right. Well, that would probably mean it would probably be the same for me. I don't even have to look at the art germ.
Now that's for people that have seen. I mean, don't forget, Art Germ did a ton of Supergirl covers back in I guess it would have been 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there.
Yeah, was it before New 52 or after?
It was for New 52. It was after New 52. It was whatever they call it. Rebirth. Yeah, Rebirth.
That's right. You're right. Because I have a bunch of his covers from the, and I love those covers.
They're great, but this is basically just one of those.
Okay. Okay. Well, then, if it's nothing really new, then it's
Not really. It's okay. There's nothing bad about it. Nothing bad about it.
Everyone putting animals on covers. You're welcome.
Just nothing new. Nothing new for art germ. It's a good art germ. Good, not great.
Okay. Average art germ's okay.
Average art germ still blows most people away. So
yes. Now we got 2 Dan hits, both 1 in 25s. One for the Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman #1, and one for Absolute Batman #9. I'll go first. They're kind of silly. I don't get me wrong. I like the silly. Wonder Woman. This is where I'm gonna say Wonder Woman looks like a man, ish.
a man girl, a man child girl.
Yeah. Dude looks like a lady. I don't know. I don't know which way you want to say it. But yeah, I actually, that's kind of cute that the dogs have a Batman and a Superman suit, but the dog on the left looks a little odd. I don't know what it is.
That's the only thing that looks odd to you on this?
No,
Oh.
that's definitely not the only thing. She has two ropes.
I was just gonna say that. Why?
I don't get that either.
One's the lasso of truth, and the other one's the lasso of S&M.
I don't know if that goes with this cover though.
No, it certainly doesn't.
I don't like the repeatable dog in the back, and the dog in the back also looks a little off. This kind of feels like it's got a little Archie vibes as well with the hair. I don't know if this fits for these books. Even like the Batman cover kind of, are those stickers on his? I'm so confused. Those look like stickers on his battle axe.
They are. It's a little Robin sticker and a little Wonder Woman sticker.
No. This is not Thor, Love and Thunder, where she's drawn all over Mjolnir. Okay, this is not. No, that's not how Batman goes out. I think he'd be even more mad or brooding if he had the stickers on there and he's fighting crime. I'm actually gonna say they're equally meh to me. And
You're being nice, dude.
I am being nice. But if I had to choose, I'm gonna choose Batman just because it's Batman, but I don't want to. So Mike, you get your Sophie's choice here.
These are horrible. These are really horrible. Like
I was being really nice.
They're not good. What am I missing here? Like what?
Wow, these covers suck.
Who the fuck paid this guy to do these covers? I mean, for real?
Rita Gonzalez.
What is happening here? Like, these are supposed to be, dude. You're on a fucking Batman book. Like, this is what you give them? Like, are you kidding me? If someone called me tomorrow and said, dude, we know you've never done a Batman cover before. We know you've never even done art for comics before, but we want to hire you to do Batman. Be like, I will get back to you when I have something that I am proud of and that I want published and printed thousands of times. Not something like that. Like, are there fans that want this shit?
So to me, I would think this would entice a kid because this is what they see. They see little cartoonish versions. I can see like a little kid. I'm not talking like a 10-year-old. I'm talking like a 6-year-old. But that Absolute Batman #9, I guarantee the reading in the inside of it is not for a 6-year-old. So I don't know who this is made for. I honestly don't.
Wait, X Abbott, are you serious? That's a joke, right? That's not what's really happening in this book.
What did he say?
The covers look great. This is a silly book. It's a story where characters turn into corgis. That's supposed to make me feel better about this book?
No
That can't
way.
possibly be what's happening in this book.
Is
Please
that for
tell me
real?
that is not what was written inside of this book.
Look, I have a corgi. My dog is half corgi. I love corgi.
Batman and Superman are like superheroes are being turned into little dogs. That's the best that DC could come up with. Are you kidding me? Please tell me that that's not true. Because if that's true, then not only does the cover suck, but the inside sucks too. These aren't marketed as kids' books, are they? Is this supposed to be a kids' book? I
don't think they're kids' book.
Because if it's a kid's book, that's different. Then all bets are off, and then that's fine. But like, this is Trinity, right? I read the last run of Trinity. It was very adult. Has something happened? Has something changed? Like, what am I missing? I'm missing something here.
I mean, obviously, he's talking about the Trinity one, right? It's not talking about the Absolute Batman. Which
X Abbott, if it's
that's weird.
Tom King one, then yeah, it's the corgi issue, and the other has the. Oh my God, no!
I don't know where we're going with comic books these days, but hey,
that's really a shame. That makes me really sad. I'm not even so now. All jokes aside, that makes me really sad. That's where we've got to go with comic books. That's how bad the storytellers are now.
It's made for little kids. Okay, then
if it's made for little kids, I agree. Chad, I'm with you. If it's made for little kids, perfectly fine. That's harmless fun. Great. But like, this is Wonder Woman and Batman we're talking about. Like, that's not. You need your best writers on these books. Like, anything that has to do with those two characters should have your best writers on them.
Yeah, anytime it has to do with the Trinity, yeah, you got to put your best writers on those. Like, okay, if it is a kid's book, I'll take it back. That's perfectly fine. You know, that's who it's made for. But if it's not, and they're just doing these covers like this, I don't know.
Bruce, please, God, do not send it to me. If you send it to me, I will burn it.
And he will burn it on live IG. I
will burn it live on this podcast next week.
Yes. It's please all Tim Howard. Waste your
money. It's a 1 in 25. It's going to go for more than cover price. Please do not.
It's fun.
Do not.
No. I like fun. That's good fun.
Hey, honestly, 5 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. You want to send me your extra copies of your books? I'll burn them for you online.
Yep.
I'll burn them for you right here. I'll do it. I'll shred them. I'll take a chainsaw to them. I'll do all sorts of fun stuff with them. Ooh, you really want to dispose of your extras and prove that those numbers are right on your website? I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, Jonathan. JD, I agree that Absolute Batman #9 is not a kid's book. Why are the stickers on his battle axe? I have no idea.
The story in Trinity #1 is literally titled Crisis on Infinite Corgis.
Shut up.
You guys are making this up, right?
You're pulling my leg for sure.
This can't be true. Hold on. I'm going to hold on.
Okay. Right. Mike's going to double check here.
This can't be right.
Because if it's real,
I think you guys are fucking with us. I really do. You have to be. It can't be true.
If I was a kid's book, we would see Sweeney Boo on the cover. Yeah. Chat. Just laughing.
What's the full fucking?
Look that up, Jamie. Oh God, yeah.
Wait, what's the full title of this thing?
I'm surprised Alonzo didn't put like a hand palm face on this.
What's the subtitle of this? Trinity,
Daughter of Wonder Woman #1.
Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman #1.
Yeah, we're gonna find this out because there's only 2 of us. We could spend that little extra time to do this here. Yeah, that's weird. There's an Iron Man story called Demon Corgi and about. Okay, now Derek's messing with us for sure.
Well, that doesn't excuse the Batman one though. What's the Batman one?
That's the funny thing because we for sure know that the Absolute Batman #9 is an Absolute Batman book. It's in that Absolute world. So there's and it's been pretty decently darkish. Very, not this cutesy kind of stuff, and especially the sticker thing on the I'm really
Oh my God,
harping
it's
on this.
true. This is the thing.
No.
Bella and Ortega. Tom King and Bella and Ortega take breakout star Trinity into her own miniseries, backed by popular demand. Nobody demanded this, as far as I'm concerned. And now in her own miniseries, Trinity, it all begins when the daughter of Wonder Woman embarks on her most dangerous adventure yet, to enter the timeline to find her father. As the young hero knows, messing with time has its consequences, but that doesn't mean she learned her lesson the first time. Things are about to get rough. R-U-F-F.
Oh no.
I swear to God, R-U-F-F. And the Super Sons have gone to the dogs. Prepare for crisis on Infinite Corgis. You have got
what?
to be kidding.
So this is a kid's book. It's that. You know what? I'm okay with that.
So it is. It's supposed to be a kid's book. Is that true?
I hope so, because why would it be Crisis on Infinite Corgis?
Is this like?
Okay. It has to be a kid's book. The right way. Oh, JD, he says it is.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. See, now that makes sense. It works for the book if it's a kid book. If it's not a kid book, then I don't know what the hell we're doing here. But I'm still gonna stand on my soapbox about the stickers on Batman's axe. There's no excuse for that one. All right, we got to get past these. This is too much.
I'm looking for the age on these.
Oh, now he puts the hand palm up. Are you kidding me? Mike, pull up Trinity, daughter of the Wonder Woman #1, cover C by Dan Mora. And then that will win the cover of the entire series. Jeff saying yes. There's no excuse for the Batman one. We've got Robin and Batman Jason Todd #1 by 1 in 25 by John McCrea.
McCrea probably.
JD's like, what am I
don't know that this is a hand palm necessarily.
Tom King is a fan of Archie, so maybe he wanted to make an all ages book. Okay, that's fine.
Right. If that's so, I can't see it anywhere that it's an all ages book. I mean, all the Trinity books I know of are. I guess this is Trinity the character, not Trinity the Trinity, like not Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. But what do I know? But
I mean, I can see it. It's an Elseworld. It's a funny kid kind of Elseworld, which is fine. I mean, it's possible. And that's fine. You want to get kids involved in comic books? That's where you got to start writing comic books for kids.
And that's great. If that's what it's supposed to be, that's different.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it then. I erase everything I said before, then whatever. It's fun and stupid and silly, kiddish. That's fine. But
why is Batman mouth sewn shut? Okay, so yeah, so this obviously is an homage as well.
His mouth isn't sewn shut. Those are teeth.
It's like, that's not Robin. That's like Elastic Man dressed as Robin. Maybe the same for the Cuckoo. Good Lord.
The Cuckoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Star. Who's the mystery star?
Oh, Mike. Tell me what you think about this.
Okay. First of all, this is a reach as an homage, that's for sure.
Yes.
But other than the color of it and the little circles, characters in the circles, all of the art is pretty poor, especially the Rob. It is not good. It's not. I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of it. Although somehow it does have an older look to it, not the golden age look that it's hoping for, silver age look that it's hoping for, but more of like a copper age look to it, which I could see some people maybe not minding. Because if you go back, I mean, let's look back in the copper age. There's some pretty horrible art on stuff. Even some of our favorite books, some of the really famous stuff from the copper age, not the greatest artists in the world. I mean, Eastman and Wagner and some of those guys that were doing, obviously Turtles and and they fit their characters. That's fine, Grendel. But art wise,
This
So-
cover looks like someone trying to do a 90s who has no idea what 90s comics look like.
yeah, it definitely has that sort of like
Aluminum
indie,
age.
those like that Copper Age indie look. It has that Copper Age indie look where art wasn't really that great. Stories were fun and kind of cool and new and unique. And so we sort of like let the bad covers pass, and they're almost like nostalgic now. But they're not nostalgic because we thought they were good covers. They're nostalgic because we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not recreatable. So I don't know. I'm not sure I'd give it the hand palm, or the face palm, but it is not great. It's for sure.
There's definitely a lot of issues with it. Obviously, the trade dress sucks. It's so plain. I do dig the old trying to do a Silver Age bar on top, but like the rest of it, like what is he jumping out of? Like that is so weird.
An eyeball.
That's what I was thinking
I don't know
too.
what it is. Yeah, it looks like sort of like an eyeball.
Because it's like it's off centered. It's not. It's really odd. Obviously Robin like is his perspective is just jacked up.
Mephisto is the mystery star.
Nice. This feels like it was they try to make an homage of the Cable cover going back in time with the art wise. Like it's just all kinds of not making sense to me.
Which, by the way, is also theft.
Yes.
The Cable cover was done before that on Avengers.
It's definitely an homage.
So actually, even the Cable cover is a copy. So
Mephisto's the mystery star. Hey, guess what? Mephisto's gonna show up in the MCU, whether you guys like it or not.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna spoil you where. You guys probably have heard of where, but he will show his ugly face this year.
Okay.
But yeah,
you heard it here last, folks.
Now everybody's gonna go buy the Mephisto book, and it's gonna be my fault if he doesn't show up.
Yeah, Gambit's finally gonna finally Gambit.
Oh gosh, yeah, the bat trampoline. Yeah, that's a bit much.
That's kind of right. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get out of here. What is this?
Borat Mephisto. Oh,
well, someone read some articles.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay him to do stuff and then
number
not
2
actually
villain
show
all of MCU.
All right, it's not a face palm, but it also isn't very good as well. So
I see what he was aiming for. I think he just missed the mark. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now we've got. Oh God, what the hell is this? Gehenna, Naked Aggression #1, a 1 in 25,
and aggressive.
by Matteo Scalera.
I mean, I'm not being silly. Like seriously, why isn't she naked and aggressive?
Yeah, this is.
It's your green light to have naked aggressiveness on the cover, and there's no naked or aggressive.
Okay, Mephisto coming to remember Jeff. Hey, don't put that out there. It's another Jeff. What the fuck is this? Yeah,
that's my comment about it, though. I think it's pretty bad.
Mike, this isn't that variant. All right.
This isn't that variant. Is there one? Is there a naked aggression?
This is so far from like the cover, like the name of the comic book. I would never have guessed that. That's why I was so confused. I was like, is this the right title for this book? Because it just doesn't make any sense to me. That's what, like, to me, this is not gonna get me to necessarily want to know what's inside the book.
No, not at all.
It's just kind of just art. It's nothing crazy, nothing terrible. But it's not for me. I would pass on this pretty fast, actually. I actually wonder if there's a colored version of this with like a trade dress.
Probably.
But yeah, this one's not for me. It looks like the bird above her were shitting on her.
Yep,
That's what it looks like.
it does. You're right.
So I'm out. I don't need bird shitting on me. I'm good. Sawed off shotgun, meh. Yeah, the guns look whatever. She doesn't look like crazy. So yeah, this is a pass. It's not terrible. I just not a. It's a pass. How about you, Mike?
Oh, Igor. Now, see, I don't know who's fucking with me now in the chat. What's true and what's not true? He's telling me now I have to look at Naked Aggression number 1616. Oh, from number 616 comics. Jeez, dude, you got to work the space bar better, Igor. You're killing me tonight.
They're saying there's naked covers of this issue,
okay,
and the art inside is pretty good in his opinion.
Okay.
I'll
check some of them out. This one doesn't fit. This one doesn't work. And I like Scalera's work sometimes. This one I don't like. Maybe it just loses something in the black and white. There's that possibility. But yeah, bird shitting, weird proportions on the girl. Doesn't seem to fit the title. Vaguely like celebrity faces in the background, but not quite. Like almost a Marilyn Monroe, almost a Farrah Fawcett, almost like there's some of that going on back there. I don't know, but no, this is not good. This is not good. I don't doubt that there are better covers for it, and I will look them up right now.
Oh, so there's a polybagged, obviously not NFSW, right, or NSFW, yeah, cover for these. So okay, this maybe in that whole sweet paprika kind of way, I guess. Is there? Oh, Mike said yep.
I said what? I'm just looking up the other covers. Oh, don't do it. Why is it bad?
Don't do it.
Maria Lovett Polybag.
Don't look them up.
Cover, though. Yeah, but it's not like fully naked. There's like a heart over the crotch, which is weird.
I think we're over this one.
Yeah, let's move on, please.
Yes. All right. We got the Avengers. We got a new Avengers number 1, a 1 in 25 by Stephanie Hans. Okay, Mike. You go for this. I'm gonna turn off my air conditioning before I freeze in here.
Finally, a good cover tonight. This one's good. And I haven't heard much from Stephanie Hans lately, which maybe is good. Maybe she's just taking her time on covers. It looks like she is, because this is a really, really good cover. And I haven't really seen a really good X-23 cover, or whatever you want to call this, all-new Wolverine or whatever, Laura Kinney, whichever you want to use, in a while. This is a really cool perspective, good proportions, great coloring, clearly a Stephanie Hans, like could spot it a mile away. This is just a good, solid, as Laura would say, evergreen cover of this character. This is a solid cover. This is well worth the 1 in 25. This is right there. This is the best cover of the night so far.
Yeah, that it threw me off because I was like, oh, a new Avengers book, and I was like, oh, that's Laura Kinney. Oh, that's Stephanie Hans. I was like, oh, this is pretty darn good.
Yeah, this is good.
And it was throwing me off because obviously we weren't seeing this kind of art in any of the covers earlier. Yeah, this is legit.
Honestly,
absolutely
the next best cover is that fucking Devastator cover from Nakayama earlier. That's still the best, the second best cover.
It is the second best now. It was the best cover up until now.
It was.
I love the fact that Stephanie Hans is drawing Laura Kinney. Yep. I like her perspective on it. I like the brushes in the background, like it
gives that motion, right?
Yeah, that's that. Like, I really love the fact she's not just standing there. She's not just posing. She's actually in action.
Yep.
It's not static. I even like the glint off the claw. It's subtle, but it's there. I think the only thing I hate about this is the damn trade dress.
I don't even mind the trade dress this time, really. It's not horrible.
At least it matches, I guess, color-wise, but I actually would have liked just the art itself, but you got to have the trade dress on it. So yeah, I think this is worth it. Again, it's not super crazy. It's not like over the top great, but it's good. It's really good. So I will be happily giving this a thumbs up on this.
Talavera. I don't see a Talavera for this.
All right. Obviously, we can't have in the last few weeks can't have a cover without Doom on it. So One World Under Doom number 5. We got a what the hell? I didn't know his name was Eric.
Why am I not seeing a Talavera? Somebody.
It's a EM Gis, huh? 1 in 100. Oh my god! I thought I almost said 1 in 1,000. I was like, I was gonna die.
Oh, I figure they're over that by now. What's that?
I thought that said 1 in 1,000, but it's just my eyes. I was gonna have a heart attack. All right. Well, EM Gist. Love his work. But I don't necessarily know this is one of his best work. Cool. He has Strange's cape. Cool. He's sitting on a throne. I don't necessarily know if I like the perspective. I also feel like I've been saying, there's a lot of fat Wolverines. This is a fat Doom. Like this is Doom's been eating really well lately. Because he looks a little chubby in this one. But that's just my opinion, I guess. And I don't necessarily like the face itself. It's a little too covered up, or just it feels wrong. I don't know why. But this is definitely not one of my favorite EM Gifts. So I would pass on this. If I was gonna get any cover, I'd get the trade dress version. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
No, it's like one of his worst pieces in a lot of week. I mean, his technique is great. We know that, but he's squashed in a lot of ways. He doesn't just look fat. He looks like he's been crumpled in some weird way. Maybe he's like slouched in the chair, and that's the idea he's trying to give, but it doesn't quite translate right.
Doom past his prime here, baby.
the upward, yeah, really, right. The sort of like dad bod Doom. Dad bod Doom. Doom has cornered the hot pocket market. Yes, wow. Exactly. Just like me.
Oh man.
Yeah, this isn't great. This is a miss from a very rare gist miss.
Yeah.
Your gist miss. Mary Gist miss. It's not good. It's yeah. No.
I'm actually surprised Alonzo didn't say something about this cover, because EM Gist is one of those guys where I'm like, I don't think he misses a lot. I really like most of his work over the last few years, but I guess he does miss every once in a while.
Not often, but yeah, not great. It's just not.
Yeah. And I actually, anybody reading the One World Under Doom like series and like all the fallout from it from all the other comics, let me know how the storyline is going, because I haven't had a chance to pick any up or read it. So I kind of want to know if it's good or bad, because maybe I'll go back and pick up issues. But yeah, let me know.
Slow pitch Doom. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, this is not okay.
He's one of my favorite artists from the last decade, but that's a miss.
All right, well, we're done with the incentives, and now we're going to move on to store exclusives, and we got a Lost Fantasy #1 second printing by Alex Diodo, LE of 200, and the cost is $30. Mike, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, I don't even know if you want to know. I mean, this is a really lazy piece. Nothing for me here. There's like what looks like literal cropped art off of Google Images for the vines, or the whatever that's supposed to be, the like razor wire and vines or whatever, thorns. Terrible. The line work on the character and the sword are really pedestrian. There's way too much empty space and not enough art going on. Like there's this. I mean, I guess done well. This could have had a cool, stark aesthetic to it, but it doesn't. It just doesn't do it. This is bad. $30. I don't care what it's limited to. I don't care if it's limited to one. Second printing, people want was the art for the first printing the same art as this, or is this?
I think there's
new art for this.
Someone said there was like it's a Final Fantasy VII homage.
Dude, there's so many cool things you could do with a Final Fantasy thing.
Some kind of homage, but it's an homage because of the text, and there's no text.
Some amazing art on those boxes. I mean, just go with that style. God, this is boring.
Real Fake Comics. This screams, it's Friday and I want to check out.
Yeah.
I want to clock out.
Yeah, this is really lazy. This is boring.
Yeah, very boring homage of FF7. Yes, I would
is this
agree.
The cover for Final Fantasy VII? I see it. It's so bad. I don't even know.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I kind of agree with Mike. This is very lazy. It feels incomplete. It feels very unfinished. A lot of details missing. And then whatever details he has, he's also covering it with mist. So that's just it washes that out too.
Oh, that? Oh, that's God. If it looked like that, I'd buy that.
I mean, why draw a dragon like that? It just looks like a bird that's been in the sky from a mile away.
I mean, the details on the thing that are on the real cover are amazing. That'd be great. If that were on the cover, I'd probably want it.
Yeah, the first print had the text down the side, like PlayStation Greatest Hit games. That's what made the homage. So they made a version of that, and it didn't work out, obviously. The game cover, baby, yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yep, didn't work.
And if you do that,
good.
you got to do everything. You got to put like the T for teen and like the other stuff on there too.
It would still be considered a version if you just put all the other stuff in there.
Let's make it real simple, okay? Alex Diodo, you need to call Trish Forstner and find out how to do game homages correctly.
Absolutely. She is an expert in it. She has been doing it for, I think, the last 4 or 5 years.
And does them perfectly. Every time.
Yes. This is
third printing. Are you kidding me? There's
a third
printing? Oh God.
I'm not even gonna. No, I don't care.
Throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat, Igor. I'll take a look in there. I'm not wasting time on the show with a third shitty version of this same art.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't care. It's not impressing me. It's not enticing me. All right, next one we've got a Emma Frost White Queen #1. This is by Godtail, and it's for Sleeping Giant. And we don't know what the limitation is, but I mean, we do. It's a Marvel book. But it costs $45 for the pair, for the set. That's a little too much for me. Now, this all day long gives me anime vibes all day long.
Yep, it does.
It's not a question. It's not a. It definitely feels very anime, especially with the facial expression and everything.
Igor, go easy, Mike. I love it. He says,
yeah, this is kind of whatever's like the anime face. I'm cool with. I actually don't. There's some issues with the body. Like the thighs are really kind of weird to me. Like one thigh super thick and the other one is not. So she needs to work on that. The cape feels a little.
Both legs on leg day.
Yeah.
Okay.
She works on one leg one day and one leg the other day. She missed a couple of days on one leg. The cape seems a little short, but I guess that's a choice. I don't like the fact that when you see her powers and where her hands are in comparison to like the background where her arms and her shoulders, it washes out her hands. I can't see the details here. So I'm kind of out on that too. Because it looks like there's some issues with her hand, her fingers. They kind of look like they're broken. And so I this is not for me. I like the concept. I like the background. I'm okay with all of that, but yeah, meh. This is kind of whatever's. And this definitely not worth $45 for a set. Mike?
Yeah, don't worry, Igor. I don't hate it that much. It's you. I mean, everyone that's watched the show knows I don't love the anime style, but I think the choices that Jeff just mentioned, though, kind of make it a meh. And it's not Godtail's greatest stuff. He has some great stuff. There's no doubt about it. But there's some missteps here, and it's sort of weird. Like she doesn't. The three parts of her body don't seem to match. Like her hips and thighs don't seem to match her torso, and her torso doesn't seem to match her head. Like those three things don't seem to go together right for me. I actually love the expression on her face. Like it actually is really, really there. I don't mind. I actually don't mind the hands being washed out by the powers. That's not terrible. The cape is too short. That one leg is definitely not thick enough, or the other one's too thick, one or the other. Actually, the thing that bothers me the most on this cover is none of that. It's the light glow on her boobs and her crotch. Those those spots of light.
They don't match.
They don't. That's not what the power would do. Like that's just not correct. It's right on the legs though. So like there was some no quite work right. It almost looks like you take the eraser tool to like paint on like Paint 3D and you just like erase out a section. That's sort of what it looks like, and it's kind of messing with me. I don't like it at all. But I actually don't think the cover is that bad. I really don't. I actually, for an anime cover, this is one of the better ones I've seen in a long time, which is why I don't mind Godtail, because I'm cool with it when it's done.
It really looks like she has like 3 spotlights, like really small spotlights, one on the midriff and then one on each of her boobs.
Yeah, and
that's really weird.
That's really throwing me off. That's the thing that I'm focused on, and I shouldn't be focused on that.
Well, you kind of need to be focused.
Yeah, but I'm not focused on the right parts of those sections. Like, I'm not focused on the sexy parts of those sections. The best part of this whole cover is her face, her expression. I actually think that's done really, really well.
Yeah, I like I said, I like the face and everything, the expression. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't really notice it because I was nitpicking on the other stuff, but yeah, that now that I see it, I can't unsee it either.
The under her eyes and on her cheek is actually right. That looks correct to me. And what's on her leg, her 2 legs looks right to me, but the rest of it doesn't look right to me.
Yeah, people are agreeing.
But OJ, I really agree with your comment. I could harp on that for an entire show. I have no idea, honestly, dude. Here and there, I can see people buying like 1 or 2 of these that like blow people away. But yeah, this market, I can't believe that overall this market has managed to survive. I really don't.
It's a wonder. Like, I'm surprised we haven't heard
prices. Anyway.
I'm surprised we haven't heard of more stores going under because they're doing these store exclusives that are definitely not selling out.
Yeah, they've overextended themselves too far and they just can't do it anymore. I'm surprised too, dude. I really am. I'm there with you. I buy so few store exclusives a year. I mean, I think this past 12 or 15 months, I maybe have bought 4, maybe. And that's pushing it. I think they're all Hughes.
Wasn't it like, was it 20 years ago or so when they were doing the store exclusives, when they first started doing store exclusives? Maybe 25 years ago. And a lot of stores went under because, like you said, they overextended themselves. They didn't pick necessarily great art for the store exclusive. They just thought, oh, it's nichey, it's limited. People are gonna want the because it's limited editions of these issues, and some of their favorite artists are doing it, but they're not doing the greatest of jobs, and they weren't selling out. And a lot of those stores went under, like they just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Thanks,
is why
Adam,
I love the way
by.
That's why I love the way Bird City does it, in that they, not that I like all of their covers, because I certainly don't like all of their covers, but they're a lot more choosy about the artists that they choose, about they think really hard about the concepts for those covers and what they tell the artists that they want to fit the book correctly. And when they're disappointed in a cover, they're kind of vocal about it. So I think if more stores did it that way, there'd be a lot less chaff out there. And I think we'd all be more willing to pay more attention to, and they're not the only ones. But like I like that Stadium, for instance, focused a lot on the Archie stuff. And so it's got its own market, super low print runs. There's obviously Udon doing all the Street Fighter stuff, and that's fine for those fans. And like, there are niche ones that have gotten it right.
But they're not buying 3,000 copies of those to sell. Right? Like, they're also more limited as well. They have that ability because it's not Marvel or DC Comics that they're doing it for. And I also believe the way that Bird City Comics and some other stores are doing it, they're giving information, details of to the artist of what they want on the cover. So they're actually in the process, like within the process of the art. And they have a say, and they're just not telling an artist, because it's the artist that they like, oh, draw whatever you want.
And it's why when I had an idea for a store exclusive, I went to them to do it, because it was just, we talked about it for months before we had it done.
That's good planning.
Dan Parent was on board like almost 5 months with the art ready to go before we even talked to Archie about which book to put it on and all. I mean, and that's how they do it with every book. Trish will tell you. I mean, she's worked with them plenty of times. And again, they're not the only ones that do it right. They're just the one that I know really well. But yeah.
Apollo, the store, tells them what to do, right? Yeah, yes, I mean,
often, yes.
They're supposed to, if they want what they, when you put a say in it, it means you have more. You have what do you call it? You got more in there. Darn it. What are my words?
More investment.
Yes. They're more invested in the covers, and they're more invested in what they're purchasing, and they're more invested in the sense of like what they want to give out to their customers, and knowing their customer base, knowing what people like. Knowing what comic fans like, that definitely helps. I don't know why you wouldn't do it that way and just say, oh, give me willy-nilly cover. I don't care. Just, I want to make a dime.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna work for you in the long run. I just really believe that's detrimental to your business.
Like, I remember, I can't remember how long ago it was, but I showed Laura a picture of the original. Now I'm going to blank on the name of the comic. It's an old Innovations Comics book that did these sexy covers by Olivia, and then she like fell in love with that book, and so they did a couple of homages to this book that nobody but fucking me and maybe like 10 other people even know about. And they're beautiful. They sold out instantly because they're unique, and they homage something people had never seen before. They handpicked great artists. Carla Cohen did one of them. Like, no joking around. Like, now those kinds of books, that kind of thought into a book goes a long way. And I think it shows, because those books sell out like nearly instantly, and they should. This one's going to have trouble selling out. There's some problems with this one, and Godtail has become popular. I think there's some big missteps on this cover. It's going to make it hard to sell at $45.
Yeah. We can go on and on about what we think about store exclusives, but
yeah,
we'll have to go on to the next cover. What the hell? This can't be the cover, right? You guys, there's no way, right? There's no way.
You want to refresh that? Maybe you got an error on your side. Is that possible?
No.
Nope. Let's see if we can find it.
I think Alonso just accidentally put something wrong here. That's all.
Gun Honey Secret. Let's see. Who's this? What's the store?
It's Godtail, and it's from Tuxedo
from
Tiger. And I
Tuxedo
think they were
Tiger.
just talking about this in the
They
chat.
were.
DT mentioned it. Yeah, it's limited 200. He says, Alonso says 250. So is it 200 or 250, guys? Yeah, thanks for an amazing show. Thanks, Adam. Always glad to see you here. Mike should look into it.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? Wait, is that the one?
Are you able to share it?
Gun Honey Heat Seeker Exposed One exclusive Godtail Gun Honey cover A. Is that it?
Alonzo bought them all. That's why the cover's like this. Freaking Apollo.
Is it the one with her sitting on the toilet in the bathroom? Is it that?
Oh, so Igor got multiple sets. It is 200.
Is it that one, Igor? Is it the one with her sitting on the toilet with the gun, holding the gun up like this?
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Just go to the store. Go to Tuxedo Tiger. It'll pop right up. It's not the thing that's featured on the top. You got to scroll down just a touch, but it's there. It's like the second one over.
Let's see if I can find this.
Yeah,
it's Gun Honey Heat Seeker Exposed #1 exclusive by EOM set.
No, not the EOM. Scroll down. You'll see the Godtail one. It's her in like a red bathroom with a gun.
Oh,
got a.
I see it. All right, let me share this then. What the hell? It's asking me to share my location. No.
I got that pop up too. You can ignore that.
All right, let me see. Okay, so this is the one, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's way better.
All right.
I still don't love it. It's still got a little bit too much of a exaggerated anime kind of a look to it, but this is a way better cover.
It's definitely got like Cowboy Bebop kind of anime style here.
It does.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so
BBB flexing over there had it on my show last week. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, dude. Guys, please go check out his show. Seriously, I'm just busting balls, but
I'm okay with it, but I'm not like blown away by it. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's pretty good. At least it's better than the other Godtails that we've seen. Yeah, for $15,
dude, it's $15, dude, all day long. $15. That's the kind of price range these should be. $10-15. That's where this needs to go. Like in that case, these guys would sell all this shit out at $10 or $15, especially after all these years of paying $30 and $40. We all think that's a huge deal.
Yeah,
I would buy tons of covers that I only kind of like at $10 or $15.
I agree. Yeah, like the price point absolutely matters here.
It does.
Like with store exclusives, because look, you already got the whole week's worth of damn comic books you got to try to choose from. Then on top of that, there's the incentives. Then on top of that, you got the store exclusives. Like you got to make me want to buy it, whether it's great art, whether it's the good price point.
Yep.
Right. Like, or the artist, it's a pretty decent art by a great artist. Like I would be okay with that too. But at the right price point, you're going to get people to actually invest and purchase these books.
And Igor, I'm not taking anything away from your order of that last book because I could see why you'd like it. But like $45 plus shipping, like you're up over $50. Think of the other books you could buy for $50. There's a lot of good books out there that I bet you don't have for $50 that you'd rather have than that Godtail.
Yeah,
nearly guaranteed. Nearly guaranteed.
When you talk about that much money, and for a new book, like all I'm thinking is, well, how much could I use that money? Like, what could I use that money for to buy a great back issue, or multiple back issues?
I can't believe there's only 250 copies of this. It's $15 by an artist that everyone seems to like right now. That seems awesome. Holy shit!
I would be surprised if this gets sold out. To be honest,
I believe it's not. I'm surprised it's not selling out right now that we got the show going.
And some of you
people in the chat,
some of you pervs out there like the restroom thing, and
she's getting ready for battle, and this is a private spot, Jeff.
I get it. I get it. Well, what's more private than the stall, right?
Oh, baby, yeah.
I get it. She's about
She's
to pop
pissed
out
off
on
that they're out
somebody.
of toilet paper.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's pretty good art. I'm nothing to complain about. It's got the style for me with the Cowboy Bebop kind of style. So because of like the color as well and all that stuff. Details wise, it's perfectly fine too. I don't see anything wrong. I'm not going to nitpick on it.
BBB. I have to
Oh
pee.
no. Oh no. I have to pee. Yeah. So are we done with this one?
Yeah,
sir?
let's move on. Let's go on to those J. Scott Campbells.
All right, let me see if I can get this back up here.
Okay, yeah, so it's people just saying that this is just a sort of an unknown store, and that's why. All right, well, good
Well,
for them.
good on them for if that's an unknown store that's not a bad cover to have
It's
to
a good
sell.
way to get on the map. Yeah, absolutely.
And they should sell out. So
how did we make this show 2 hours, Jeff? Jesus, we talk a lot.
I don't know. We're not regulated by the other two guys. All right, we got the J. Scott Campbell's, the rivals, Marvel rivals. We got Magic, we got Black Widow, we've got Mantis, and I believe we got MF5. I swear to God, we talked about this last week. Oh no, we talked about it on the Saturday Morning Toast Show. Okay, never mind. The cost is $142 for all four. Kiss my ass.
Kiss my.
Like, I like J. Scott Campbell. I don't like him that much.
No, God. I like one cover here. That's it.
Yeah, me too. And I bet you it's the same damn cover we both like.
I would assume so, although it's maybe not the one most people like, but it's the only unique one because we never see her.
I've got to take my age.
I don't mind the Magic one. I really don't. But I love the Mantis one.
I do. That one stuck out to me immediately when I saw that on the Saturday show.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, is that Mantis? I was so surprised. And I was
super cool to see Mantis on a cover. That is really cool.
And he did a great job.
He did a great job. And the greens are a great choice. I mean, the whole thing is good. There's nothing to see here on the Emma Frost. The Black Widow's okay. The Magic has a lot of cool detail game on the Magic a little bit. And so it's a good cover, but the Mantis is the one. If you could buy the Mantis by itself, and I doubt you can.
I don't think you can buy it by itself, but I think you can buy it with I think you could buy that with another cover. I think you get two covers.
Oh, Igor's saying yes. Are you saying yes to me? You can buy the Mantis by itself?
I don't know. Igor. I'm pretty sure when we looked at it on Saturday, it was whatever one is the A cover, which I think it's the Magic cover. And you can buy that and another cover. Yeah, you never see Mantis. Yeah, absolutely, Apollo. And not drawn that way either. Like, she's kind of weird character, so they don't never necessarily draw her that way.
Yeah, you're right. You can buy the cover A, which is the Magic by itself. And
right.
then you can combine the A with other covers. You can do AB, AC, AD if you want. So you'd have to buy 2 books to get the Mantis.
Yeah,
that would be what, A and C? Yeah, so you'd have to buy the AC set at $66.50. Jesus. For 2 books. Get out of here, dude.
So this is when as much as I love J. Scott Campbell,
and I do too,
I can't push myself to pay the prices he's asking for. He is definitely gotten to the point, and now because he's also selling it on his site, they're not store exclusives anymore.
One of my grails is a J. Scott Campbell cover that I'll never own. That Le Chat Noir book. I'd love to have that fucking thing.
Yeah, and you always see like those Spider-Man covers that he did back in. Yeah, you always see those for sale.
Yeah,
So
they're great because they're great.
yeah, it's easy to sell because everybody wants them. But yeah, these are it's over the top. Look, you like Marvel Rivals, perfectly fine. You like these characters, perfectly fine. You like the artist, perfectly fine. I'm not recommending you pay this much for these books. That's kind of wild. They're new books. What is that? $142 for the 4? That's like over $30, $35 each. That's nuts. So yeah, that is crazy town for me. So as much as I like the art, I would pass on these. How about you, Mike?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just too high. I would really just want the Mantis, and that's it. And I can't buy it alone. I mean, maybe I'll search eBay and see if someone's going to sell the Mantis because they think she's a lame character and like the
I can
least
see
sexy. Because she's the least sexy of the 4. So maybe I'd buy it that way. Maybe I'd buy it for like $25 shipped to me or $30 shipped, possibly as a stretch. But I mean, not even that. It would have to be 25 shipped to me to get it.
Yeah,
if someone wants to buy this set and you want to sell me the Mantis, hit me up on IG.
Amen. Same here.
But I mean, otherwise, I'm a no. I'm a big old no on it. There's nothing wrong with the other 3 covers. They are fun, but the price point is outlandish.
Yeah, and that's what we were just talking about on the last cover. We're like, price point matters.
It does, and it's outlandish.
I don't care how great of an artist you are. It does matter, especially on like these new books. And to me, this is this goes toward the whole Pokemon cards, sports cards kind of thing.
Dude, that con program? You're talking about the Dallas? You talking about the Dallas con program? Is that the one you're talking about? That
no, I'm talking in the sense of like, this is just for resale. Like you're buying these to resell it for a profit.
No, I was talking to D limited older con program. I think if you're talking about that Dallas con program, boy, do I want that thing. That's a beautiful. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
sorry. I do not own that one. So Igor, you wanted to know which hues I don't own because I own that fucking crazy rare thing, that ugly cover that everybody seems to want that I bought out of a dollar bin that's worth like $1,000 or some shit. What was that one that you mentioned to me? I forget what it was. But man, I would love to have that con program. It's so nice.
Yeah. But
the Dallas con. Guys, check that out. If you don't know what we're talking about, go check out that Hughes Dallas convention program. I think it might even be the back cover is a Hughes. I can't remember. It might not even be the front cover that's Hughes. It might be the back, honestly. But it's gorgeous. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you, Jeff. Go.
No. You're perfectly fine because now I'm gonna have to look this up. But yeah, like I was saying, J. Scott Campbell books have just become a reseller's market. It's just about because he's so popular, because these books are so, the right Marvel Rivals thing and all this other stuff. Like people buy his books just to resell them.
Yeah,
and it's sad. That's sad to me actually. All right, moving on. All right, thank God. All right, well, we're done with Cover Lovers, and Mike gets to talk about Cover Fire.
Yes, so Cover Fire is back. It's been back for 3 weeks straight. I'm doing a much smaller version of the article these days, and it is serving me very, very nicely. So go check that out tomorrow, late morning, or actually I might be a little later tomorrow because I'm not going to get to it until part of it late tonight and some of it tomorrow morning. But it is my take on my favorite covers that are just cover price books for the week. That are not incentives and not store exclusives. I'm going to pick my top 3 or 4, and then there's sometimes a little gallery on the bottom of a couple of books that were close that didn't quite make it. So come check it out. Drop me a comment. Talk about the books you liked, the ones I missed, the ones that I didn't miss, and let's have a little dialogue on CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com.
Yeah, guys, go check out the article. He's not going to cost you as much money as before. Still going to cost you money.
Nope, not really as much. The most I'm going to make you pay, assuming we got like $7.99 books in there, is maybe like $20 for the week. So
yeah, and that's good for your pockets, and that's good to know what is good out there on during the week. So, yay, go check it out.
Yep.
All right, and then I think that's it. Yeah, we're done.
Hooray!
All right. Well, we definitely took our time. I definitely talked a lot, and I apologize if I have. I don't, sir. Can you please give them the
disclaimer?
yes, sir.
Oh, artists may have been harmed in the making of this podcast this evening, but they'll all recover. But no, nobody was permanently harmed. This is all this is our personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and your artist's objective. You buy what you like, love what you love, and do your thing. Enjoy this hobby, however you enjoy it. It doesn't matter. Just keep it alive by buying books and enjoying art.
Yeah.
Everyone likes different stuff. That's why there's so many different artists out there.
Yeah, enjoy your art. We don't have to like fancy art. We can like cover art, cover books and comic books, and our models always collect what you like. So again, this is just our opinions, and we just like to express it. We mean no harm.
No, we're also trying to make people laugh a little bit. So sometimes I go a little over the top.
I honestly love all the artists.
Because
I have no issues with any of them. I just we just give our opinions weekly, and based on our comic book history experience as well.
Honestly, some of the covers that I didn't like tonight are by some of the artists that I like the most. So that they have other great pieces that I've often praised. Not everybody hits the mark all the time. Even my favorite artists don't do it.
Well, you can't.
Perillo is one of my favorite artists. He misses all the time. So just whatever. It's just what it is, man.
Like what you like.
Yeah, you buy what you like. If you're an artist churning out 3, 4, 5 covers a month, they're not all going to be amazing. Let's face it. Like Gist tonight, or Gist, however you say it.
Yes. Oh God, that Doom.
He's one of my favorite artists of the last decade, and that Doom was clearly a miss. What are you going to do?
All right. Well, before we go, we give a shout out to our sponsors again. If you want 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents, just type in the code Nerdvana14. And then, of course, we did talk about Bird City Comics. If you want to get any of their store exclusives and get 10% off, you just got to type in the code TNH10. That's not TNA, it's TNH10.
And I should say this too. And I know that I'm sort of like I didn't say nice things about Bird City because they're our sponsor. They are our sponsor because there are nice things to say about them. Like, they were chosen specifically because they do this the right way, and it's an important thing. So, I'm trying to throw you a little discount your way because we think that you deserve it. So,
yes, I think I am the funniest guy I know.
You are the funniest guy you know.
No, I wish I was the funniest guy I know, but I'm kind of glad I'm not. Because
the Selena miss, not usually. No, and neither does Carla usually. That's a good point. But every once in a while, there's a cover I don't love from the two of them. But it's very rare, very, very rare.
I don't know if she misses necessarily where I'm like, I had compare it to herself, to her other past arts, and that's when you go, okay, now I'm being nitpicky because I just want the best from the best artists that I've ever known.
These are superstars, though. I mean, God, those two women. I mean, their art is in a different category. It's like gallery level stuff. I mean, a lot of what we're seeing here, we have to keep in mind these are on comic books, right? Whereas, you look at a Selena or a Perillo or a Carla Cohen or a Delato, and we're like, man, these people, if they were alive during the Renaissance, they'd be fucking painting the Sistine Chapel. They wouldn't be doing comic book covers.
Their art can be they can have their own art show. Like what do you call those things where like you're in New York and you just have a pop up? Oh, what?
Cover of the year candidates? Oh shit! I have to really think about that.
Any cover of the year candidates? Not on the Today Show.
No, we don't do it here. But are you asking us right now? Do we have any? Like, can I think of what I think the best cover is so far of the year? Halfway through the year here.
Oh, go for it.
Shit, I don't know. There have been a lot of amazing covers this year, but see, I'm having trouble remembering what covers are from this year too.
That too, because it just kind of meshes.
There's one Perillo, and I know you're all gonna laugh because I'm about to say Red Sonja, but seriously, there is one Perillo Red Sonja. It might have been from 2024 though. That was, it was shockingly amazing. So
I think
so amazing.
it's from last year too. It might be from last year.
The one that I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Of?
I think we're thinking of the same one, but I'm thinking it's from last year, but I could be wrong. I might have missed I missed plenty of shows this year, so it might have been on a show I wasn't on.
There's also a Selena Red Sonja that we all oohed and awed over. So much so that I instantly DM'd her and tried to find out if the art was available.
Oh, that's right. And it was sold.
Yeah, she was mad because she wanted me to have it. She was really upset that it had sold. Because she knows how much I love the character. But she's like, no, it sold before we even solicited the book. So I would never have even known. I would have never.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that somebody can get a hold of the OA before it even...
My guess is she did a
solicited?
show somewhere. She must have had it with her or something.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
The Summer of Superman cover, yeah, maybe that Lozano book. That's up there. I don't think it's my cover of the year, but I could see it being other people's cover of the year. It's a good one. I own it. I bought it. I liked it enough to buy one, but I don't know if that's cover of the year. It's definitely a candidate, though.
We're definitely going to talk to Lonzo and Big Rob and get together, and maybe we'll do a show in the future where we'll talk about our favorite covers for the year. We should do that every year, but that does take time, and it does get kind of confusing just because we've been through a whole year of covers. So, and we've been doing this for years and years and years, so we'll get some mixed up from last year or the year before. So yeah, but we'll definitely check it out and do a show, something like that.
Yeah.
Or at least talk about it.
That will be featured at last week's cover fire. It's a great cover. The second print. I think it's the second print, the black and white one.
Oh, that's a lot of books to be talking about.
I think maybe one book a month. I think we would do one book a month, maybe. So we'd be up at 6 or 7 at this point. Have maybe like a runner up or like a honorable mention kind of a thing, and pick from there. I think once we dive in, it's probably pretty obvious based on heat level. Why is Alonzo the booty cover guy? Guys, I have like 7 articles about booty covers on CBSI. If you're so interested, head over there and check out my booty cover articles.
I'm actually willing to bet Mike might have more nude covers than Alonzo does.
No, I don't have very many nude covers.
Okay.
No, I only have nude covers from artists that don't normally do nude covers that are like famous. So like the occasional Hughes or like a Frisson. I have some of those Tula Lotes from whatever that book was called, Faithless or whatever that book was, the baggied ones.
You're talking like Hughes, like Pop Kill?
The Pop Kill one, and then there was his first nude that I'm aware of was the Deja Thoris. Incentive. It was a wraparound like this, and there's a nude version of that. I think that was his first nude cover, and I do have that one. There's, I have that famous like Conan book, the whatever it is, Son of Cathar, with there's a weird story about that. People think that was on the shelves, but it wasn't. It was done by Dynamite afterwards. It's the one with, it's the one that has, I don't even know who that's supposed to be. I guess it's just a girl in a bathhouse or something like that, but she's got no pants on. And then, but it was done. But however, here's the interesting part about that. For those of you that are interested, since we're already way over time anyway, the issue before that advertises that book cover, the nude one, in the back of the book, and that was on the shelf.
See, I learn something new every time I'm on this show.
That's not, and that one I own because that one was a real trade. On the rack book and back, it shows you what the next cover is going to be, and they put the nude version in there. Oh, Frazetta's best cover of all time. Hang on. If we're talking about best covers of all time, that's a completely different story. Then we're back in the golden age. We're not even talking about books like this.
No, there's not going to be anything modern.
No, there will not be. No, definitely not. They're almost all golden age. And honestly, my best cover ever is not even anything that any of you would ever even if anyone thinks they can guess what my favorite cover of all time is, post it.
Yes, leave a let us know what you think.
If you know me and you read my articles and you at all follow me anywhere, you probably know what my favorite cover. If I had to sell every single comic book in my collection and keep one, which one would it be?
All right.
RC cover? No, it is not an RC cover.
Igor, ask us in the chat, in our personal private chat.
Also not a Red Sonja cover. It's something you'd never guess.
One of these days we'll talk about all this stuff on a show for sure.
Jeff needs to go. Jeff's like, I'm tired. Shut the fuck up. It's time to go.
I'm fucking hungry. I'm starving.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging with us tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for all dropping in and all of your opinions and everything. So until next week.
Not Archie, but LC, you know me. Nice work, but it's not an Archie cover. You're close though. That'd be top 5.
He definitely has some Archies in there.
Archie 50.
I would probably say even his homage that he had created. That's up there.
It's a great cover.
All right. Again, thanks, Mike. Thanks, chat.
Thank you, Jeff.
And if you guys want to do it right, collect what you like. Cover horse for life. Until next week. See you guys.